I like to read my Bible in the middle of the day when my little girl goes down for a nap. So I put her down for a nap and I immediately sit down and read my Bible and read the passage for the day, and the Explore notes help me with that. And I spend about 15-20 minutes reading the Bible and praying in response to what I've read, and praying for friends and family and other things that might be happening coming up soon. I find using Bible reading notes like Explore really helpful for me because it helps me to be able to focus on the Bible far more clearly. Instead of just having to sort of randomly pick a passage to read for the day, it guides me through a book of the Bible. Maybe over several weeks I might be able to work through a whole book of the Bible systematically, and that's just really helpful of getting a whole overview of how a book like a letter or a book in the Old Testament just holds together. I like the way that it divides up so that it's meant to take about 15 minutes to read through the passage and to look at a couple of simple questions to make sure I've understood it properly, and then a couple more slightly deeper questions to make sure I understand how it applies to me today. And I like the fact that there's often just a little sort of prayer prompt to get me starting to respond to God and to what He's been saying to me through the Bible. So that's why I find Bible reading notes very helpful indeed. I really value the structure, and I really like the fact that they're dated as well, so I can easily just open up and find out exactly where I'm meant to be just by what date it happens to be. That's why I find Bible reading notes so helpful. I really value having a sermon each week and being able to have that teaching. I also really value being part of a small group Bible study in the week as well. But I also value being able to read the Bible for myself. It gives me a chance to do things at my own pace and to think about it for myself, and to pray in response to what I've read. I think sometimes at church in the sermon, sometimes maybe the minister goes a bit more quickly than I would like, and I'd like sometimes to stop and reflect, but he's already on to his next point, and realistically I don't really have time when I'm back at home to go over it again. So it's just really handy to be able to read things at my own pace, and hear God speaking to me as an individual on a daily basis. Oh, we've all been there, struggling with finding time. I've found that as my life circumstances have changed, it's always been a challenge to fit Bible reading into my day, but I want to try and make it a key priority. And so I just try and grab whatever moments there are. Before I had children, in a previous job, I would read the Bible on the train on the way to work, which was very handy indeed. I often found that no one wanted to sit in the seat next to me if I was reading my Bible, so you had a lot of space to stretch out. They obviously thought I was the weirdo with the Bible. Other times I've read it on the bus, or I'm not very good first thing in the morning, but I have tried reading it over breakfast. I know some friends who do that, and that works really well for them. But also I've read it as soon as I get in from work, before I do anything else, before I start cooking dinner. I'll just sit down and have 10 minutes reading the Bible and praying. But I do find that if I don't try and do it every day, then it's so easy just to, I feel my relationship with God just sort of drifting a little bit and getting a bit stale. So it's so valuable to be able to do it every day. And now I have a child, I fit it in around her, and I hope that as she gets older she'll see what a priority it is for me, and want to make that a priority for herself.